Yeah, this is Don Kryptonium. Today is the very important video, very urgent video, because today video is about Joe. While Ethereum is dumping, while everything is dumping, the Joes did 900%. And they tell you can't make no money in the bear market, but they lie to you. You know who said that? You know who said you cannot make money in crypto? CNN. Are you watching CNN? Wow, okay. So there is some questions. Who is Joe? What is Joe? I tell you, there is only few possibilities if you don't know what is Joe. Whether you work 9 to 5, whether you over 60-year-old, or whether you work for the Cosmos Hub. This is only possibilities. I will also share my personal Joe story. Very heartwarming Joe story. But people ask, what is Joe? Okay, and I want to explain to you. Beyond the obvious is the hottest collection, the Stargaze right now, is the hottest name in Cosmos right now, but Joe is different for everyone. What's Joe for me doesn't have to be Joe for you. Like, we all perceive difference, and they don't see that, but we see that. I tell you, for me, what's the Joe for me? There is many community driven chains, right? And they say we love you, community, but you looked at them and they drive the McLaren, right? And you drive the 20-year-old Ford Escort, and you look there and you see they drive the Lamborghini, and you feel, is this really community? Is it really about me, or is it about them? And I look and I see, this is Joe. This is Joe. You see, Joe is for me, when I see the Joe, I see the man from Staten Island. I see the man who worked 3 jobs. I see the man who finished his shift in the McDonald's and he's going to be janitor in Manhattan. And this is only one time when he sees Manhattan. This is Joe, right? Because I want to tell you, you might tell us that this is industry standard. You might tell us, hey, 100,000 a year for managing Discord server is the industry standard, But somewhere out there will be the guy that is not from San Francisco, and he be looking at you, and he be counting 100K for responding few message on Discord, and he be feeling like his colon is being trained. And you will say, that's industry standard, mate. That's the life. And I see, because you don't know life, you little pussy. You don't know what is real life, okay? And this is Joe. Joe represents the real life. Joe is the man who eats a fucking dollar pizza while you are eating on the fucking Nobu. Okay? Nobu restaurant. Joe is not eating in Nobu. Okay? Joe is us. So I'm going to tell you more. So Joe is this hottest collection on the Stargaze. As you can see, floor is now at 800 stars, which, extremely popular, sold out in the speed of Joe. And it was minting for only 100 stars, which is like $5, mate. It's $4 actually. And now it's 10x of that price, nearly 10x. Okay, so this is Joe. And let's see more. Joe is not prop 362, right? Joe is not. Joe doesn't understand this prop, because Joe is in the real life. So Joe look at this and say, like, sorry, mate, I need to drive to job because I have a family to support. That's Joe. Okay, so as I said, Joe is different, but the impact of Joe is absolutely great because there is people who write white paper. There is people from the office. The people, they sit in the office and they open the dictionary and they think they changed the word. I tell you, Joe doesn't think he changed the word. Joe changes the word, while you think you changing the word by writing a white paper that no one understands. You see, this is the difference. This is the difference between you and Joe, and you will never understand that. I tell you, when you will buy a Joe, it will be already too late and too little. Okay, that's who you are. That's how how much you lost it. This is like I tell you what's the truth about you. You are so lost that you think you still have it. You still think you are relevant, but no one can fucking relate to you, my little man. So you think, hey, Joe is silly. But Joe, what did Joe? Even it's not even real. The Joe was so hot that Joe pumped the volume on the Trader Joe, which is an avalanche, not related to the Joe. The Joe had such a strong impact that it created over $20 million in volume. And you still think, that's not what changing word is. The changing word is writing the white paper that no one understands and paying 100K to the Discord server moderator. This is what you think, And as long as you will not see these real people that are out there, you will never understand that. Because I think the message is clear now. So I want to share you some of the personal stories with the Joe. I want to present you Joe. Look how real this man is. Do you see this? Joe has no money to hire the graphic designer. This is Joe. Joe does it himself after he finished his shift as the janitor. He has headset. He records in his room in Staten Island. And he's not financial advisor. Anyway,
welcome everybody. Thanks for clicking on my video. I'm happy to welcome Lucas back for the second time on my channel. He's a dedicated organizer in the Cosmos space.
You know what is Joe? Joe is the man who make the videos in the bear market, and he doesn't care about fucking views, about fucking likes, or about money, because he makes the salary as the janitor and flipping burgers. He loves it. He loves it, right?
He's also building a game called Calipar.
He has beautiful voice.
Talk about gaming in the previous video. Now we'll specifically talk about his game.
And Joe just bought the micro. I feel proud because Joe bought the microphone I recommended to him. But anyway, and this is Joe, and I want to share you some personal story that I have with Joe. And Joe gets it. And I seen many questions. I seen questions from people who claim to be Juno community member and others. And I seen the question yesterday. They asked, who is Joe? And I asked them back, who is you? You meant to be community and you don't know who is Joe? Bro, what's wrong with you? Okay, I tried to find it, the personal story with the Joe, and Joe gets it. We had the problem with community-driven chains and community pools being drained to pay hefty salaries for people from, and Joe said something that resonates with me. Joe said that community pools are honeypots, and I see that. I see once the people sniff the money in community pool, they come and they are like your friends. They're nice guy. The industry standard guy, that are there to get the money from community pool. But Joe is the man that doesn't even fucking care. Joe just do his stuff. Joe stay in his lane. Okay, so how Joe is created at the end, remember, I didn't say like this video. Subscribe this video. Please, guys, like this video. Subscribe, fucking. Joe was created with the Stargaze Studio, which is the tool to create a collection. It's very simple. You need no coder, you need no developer to drop. So if you come from the Avalanche cringe or anything else, like, you can actually be yourself. Leave the Sam Bankman-Fried behind. Okay, so I ask you one thing at the end of this video. Okay, I tell you, in life you can choose two things. You can whether be a Joe or you can be SBF. Your life, your choice. Don't Kryptoniums out. Till the next time.